Well, hello and welcome to The Spirit Safe. My name's Rob. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. Back with Scotch, and it is from Islay. It's an independent bottling this time from Bunnahabhain. Bunnahabhain is a distillery I've done quite a few bottles from. I've done the 12, 18, a peated version called the Banach, and an independent bottled sherry cask, Bunnahabhain as well. So this is a 10-year-old, a peated Bunnahabhain. Bunnahabhain, some of it is peated, some of it is non-peated. This is a peated one from Gordon and MacPhail. Aged 10 years, it is 43% ABV. It doesn't tell us about natural colour or non-chill filtration, but I think it might be both of those. It's quite a light colour. Nice design on these, on the cardboard tube and the bottle here. It does have a sticker on here, put here by the Canadian importer, that says it's Speyside, which obviously it isn't. It's an Islay whiskey. I paid about 88, actually no, I think it's 70 Canadian dollars, which I think is very, very reasonable for this. Yeah, I bought this out of Alberta. Actually, it's not for sale in BC. And when did I open it? Not sure. So it's interesting, this one. It's got a grassy and malty note, which is sort of fighting with the peat. The peat is not, it is a peated malt, but it's not like an Ardbeg or a Lafroig where the peat really does blow your socks off. There's some grassy hay notes, maybe a tiramisu or chai. And it's malty, slightly buttery, maybe some meadow flowers going on. The peat is a kind of coal tar, phenolic, coastal, briny peat. Some kind of red apples, a bit of pineapple, bit of tinned pineapple. A very nice citrus, lemon rind, lime pickle. Bit of aniseed. Again, the peat is a kind of iodine, brine, TCP antiseptic. And creosote. Some chocolate, salted caramel. And some green banana. Palate is very inviting. There's a nice sourness, picking up the peat smoke of salt and ash. It's got a really nice minerality about it as well. Lots of brine, a little bit of soap. It's not hugely warming on the palate. It's more some kind of fresh, breezy on the palate. Some Scottish oat cakes, TCP antiseptic, bit of honey, barley sugar coming through. I'm going to give it a tiny drop of water, just 43% ABV, so probably less than half a teaspoon. And we'll see what that does for it. I think it benefits a little bit from a drop, actually. Picking up more of the pineapple, mixed fruit, salt. Peat's become a bit more bonfirey, a bit more ashy. And still that minerality. Some tobacco, jasmine tea. lime peel, mixed lemon and lime citrus, and just more coastal as well, the wet rocks by the seaside. Palate with a bit of water, getting a nice, a pleasant bitterness, very pleasant bitterness. Salty, cereal, a lot more citrusy, but there's a greenishness to it as well. A lot of salt, maybe pear drops, acetone. And quite a bit of haze starting to come through on the nose. And the finish, it's got a very nice peaty tang of coastal salty peat, Granny Smith apples, a flinty minerality to it, a little bit of perfume, a greenish verdant note, picking up bandages and iodine from the phenolic peat, and just a green apple and medicinal note that continues on the finish. So this, for 70 Canadian dollars, is very, very good. The peat, it's again, it's of sort of two halves. There's the peat element, the medicinal peat, and then there is the grassy, citrusy notes and malty notes that go with it. The peat does not overwhelm on this one, but it is enough to whet the appetite of the peated whiskey drinker. So I say, perhaps don't buy this if you're going for something that's like an Ardbeg Corryvreckan and you insist on having your socks blown off by the peat element. I'd say this is pretty accessible. So it would suit a variety of people. The experienced peat drinker, so long as they're not insisting on an Octomore, and somebody who's fairly new to it, because those citrusy and grassy notes, I think, do balance out the peaty, the peat notes of this. So it is excellent. I'm very glad that I paid the 70 Canadian dollars. That's a bit too cheap for this, frankly. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the review. I think next time we'll probably have a cask strength Scotch from a distillery we've done before, or I may go for a rare and quite sought after bourbon. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do yet. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the review, and see you again sometime. Cheers.